Hi there. Let's talk about Canada's 11 treaties. If you remember from yesterday, we talked about the Manifest Destiny. And before that, we talked about colonization, which is the idea where one country can take over another country or piece of land. And then we talked about our 13 colonies. And if you remember, our Manifest Destiny was the belief that these colonists had where they believed they had the God-given right to explore westward, take over as much North America as they can, and that meant that they could do anything to stop the people or kick people off the land that was originally there. So that was the Manifest Destiny, and that's how America got their land. But today we're going to talk about how Canada gained their land. So how did this Manifest Destiny affect Canada? Well, Canada saw the Manifest Destiny as a huge threat. They feared that America could gain so much land and power that Canada might get taken or colonized by them too. So Canada wanted to make sure they stayed independent. To do that, they needed to make sure they could keep a strong economy. That meant that they needed ways to make money and access natural resources. So how did they get this land? They got the land, but it was already taken up by indigenous or native people. And these indigenous people were called the First Nations. Rather than just taking it and colonizing it like the Americans, Canada asked the First Nations for their land. And in exchange, Canada promised to help those nations and keep them protected on their land. So that's where the 11 treaties came from. These agreements were written down. And a treaty is just a written agreement between two countries or two groups of people where they agree to help each other out. Altogether, Canada made 11 of these treaties or agreements. So remember, Canada gave help in exchange for land, and that's what they wrote down in those treaties or agreements. In the 11 treaties, this is super important, gave Canada all of the land it has today.